Our opinions are based on reviews which have not been verified.
We don't intend to harm the reputation of any business or individual.
Now, over to this lovely app.
Welcome to the 5-Star Podcast. I'm Jon.
And I'm Charlie.
We surprise each other with Google reviews for businesses from around the world.
And because we are both consultants, myself specialising in ops and finance and Jon specialising in sales, marketing, and I think we're now adding CRM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's add that.
We believe that gives us the right to provide unsolicited consultancy to the businesses we're reviewing.
And life coaching to some of the appalling people that review those businesses.
And what business are we looking at today, Jon?
Well, today we are looking at Cheshire Medical Centre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've dabbled in dentistry.
Yeah.
We've not done any other medical business, vets. But
We have done vets, yeah.
That's medical for
For
animals.
It is medical, though, I suppose. I wouldn't want a vet to
Yeah,
hear this
but
and
we
think that we...
Yeah, we're discriminating against them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, totally new sector then.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it is. But I think it's going to be one we return to a lot. A bit like food and beverage and staying, hotels.
Do you feel like there's unlimited content out there?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Particularly in countries where it's not they don't have a national health service type thing. It's not a...
Interesting.
So I mean America.
Okay.
And the great news is Americans are very forthright people, aren't they? As well as
Yeah.
hideously overweight. Not all of them.
So if anyone needs a fucking doctor,
Yeah.
it's that lot.
I actually, I don't
Maybe
think this
they
is a
need
controversial...
nutritionists rather than doctors, but sure.
Often, but I don't think it's a controversial thing to say that it's a bit conspiracy theorist, but I think that...
The Earth's flat?
No, good Lord, no. But it's dodecahedron shaped. No. I think that America is the place where you are most likely to be harmed by the food you put into yourself, the drugs that they encourage you to put into yourself, and supplements and all of that kind of stuff, and lifestyle choices that you're encouraged to take. I think that you're most likely to be harmed by that because there's so much money to be made out of it.
Oh yeah, there's so much money to be made out of you being unwell in America.
Yeah. And it's much better to be unwell with a long-term problem like erectile dysfunction. Doesn't kill you, I'm not speaking from experience. I have a tremendously functional erection, but I hear from other men that it can be a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, erectile dysfunction is a perfect thing. Like, so they were trying. I can't remember what they were testing Viagra for to begin with, but it was for something that for a condition in women, and they were trying to fix something in women, and then it works for that, for whatever it was.
Right.
Maybe it relieves really bad period pains or something.
Right.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Something
specific
worthwhile.
Female health issue. Sure.
Yeah. And then they found that it just gave men an ungoable, awayable erection.
Right.
Ungoable, awayable.
Lovely.
Erection.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, that's a great condition because it doesn't really harm anybody and you have it for life.
And it's also probably largely caused by lifestyle factors as well, right? Like it's probably impacted by diet, stress, sleep.
Yeah. And the fact that last time you got an erection, the way you did it was took Viagra. Mate, once you fall down that road, I bet it's really much easier to maintain. My mate took it and he said that it was great because he could break up his patio with it afterwards.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but I don't know anybody else who's taken it. I don't talk to him anymore.
Okay. Great.
But
wow,
anyway,
that's erections and Viagra covered.
And conspiracies.
In
under 2 minutes.
But can I just say, we're not talking about the US now, are we?
Yeah, we are. Cheshire Medical Centre.
Oh, I thought we were going up north.
Yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But it's in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And being New Hampshire, it's got loads of names that are from...
Of course.
Great Britain.
Yeah.
It's got quite a few Germanic ones and Dutch ones and all of that kind of stuff, but it's really lots of English and Irish names. Okay. Which is interesting. Cheshire Medical Centre.
But do they pronounce it Cheshire?
They're going to say...
Cheshire.
Yeah, Cheshire.
Cheshire.
Yeah, Cheshire. Hey, I'm going to Cheshire.
Okay, so it's a medical centre in Cheshire, New Hampshire.
I don't know whether it actually is in Cheshire. It says that it's in Keene, New Hampshire.
Oh, it's just what they've called it.
Keene were a fucking terrible band. weren't they?
I mean, definitely not the sort of music I'm ever going to listen to.
Somewhere only we go. Good. Stay there and kill yourself.
Yeah, no, that sort of music, that gets lumped up with like Coldplay for me.
Although,
Not interested.
What do you think of Coldplay's
songs.
first album?
I've got no idea. Couldn't tell you. I've never listened to it.
I don't find it too offensive, but their latter work.
It's not for me.
No. Chris Martin turns out to be a nice bloke, though.
I'm not talking about them as individuals. Is he, though?
Yeah, he is apparently. Everybody loves him. He's like the new Dave Grohl. So hopefully he'll have a massive fall from grace by having sex with someone out of wedlock.
Dave Grohl is not standing up well in 2024.
He's not. Shame, because I quite like him.
I did as well.
Oh, well.
I thought he was quite cool.
Should we have a couple of minutes silence for Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Not a couple of minutes.
Tip some gin. Tip some gin for the homies that pass.
Yeah, nice work. I like what you've done. It's in Keene, New Hampshire.
Okay, yeah, back to the pod.
Yeah. It's the only hospital in Cheshire County. So it's in a county called Cheshire.
Okay.
Oh, and Cheshire is a county over here, right?
It is. I don't know. No, Cheshire's in somewhere, isn't it?
Probably.
Fucking
oh, God,
hell.
our
We sound
geography's
like
terrible.
morons. You don't even know. You know America much better than you know the UK.
Yeah, I do. Weird that, isn't it?
No, you're an America-phile.
Yeah, that's true. I am a Yankophile.
Oh, is that what you call it?
I don't know, but one of them I think is good. It's telling me on Google it was founded in 1973.
Okay, wow, quite an establishment then.
Yeah, and I hosted an event yesterday, and the UK's #1 motivational speaker, Brad Burton, was there.
Yeah.
And he was also born in 1973. So the Cheshire Medical Centre is the same age as Brad Burton, the UK's #1 motivational speaker.
Cool.
He's quite impressive.
Oh, was he?
I really didn't want to enjoy him.
But he's the #1 motivational speaker.
Yeah, but he's only that because he put it on his website first.
Oh, right, okay.
And then he believes it, doesn't he?
Did you tell him about Simon Sinek? No, Simon Novichok.
No, the man terrifies me. I didn't have a proper conversation with him at all.
Okay, fine.
I was like that. I'll video your entrance.
Oh, you're cute. You're so nice.
Then I emailed it to him and he emailed me back and said, mate, thanks. And I was like that, yes.
Oh, lovely.
When he was leaving, though, he did one of those, like, high-five type handshake things with Marette Reutlingsberger, who was my co-host, and friend of the pod.
Yeah, she is a good friend of the pod.
Hi, Marette. He shook her hand, completely blanked me. I was right next to her.
Oh.
I was like that. Wait, I'm an old white man. You're supposed to blank her.
I like that, though. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Well, I'm not. I won't see my privilege eroded.
I will.
You'll applaud.
I'll see you wither into the background.
Which is why people take Viagra. So, would you like some sector facts about the US healthcare system?
Oh my God. God, yes, but I would imagine there are so many. Like, where to start?
There are so many. There are so many. I'm going to start with the size of just the hospital sector.
Just hospitals.
Hospital, yes.
So not healthcare as a whole.
No, just hospitals.
Yeah.
It's a big country, so...
It's a fucking big country. What is it, 300 million?
Oh, it could
330 million people,
Is
isn't
it? Wow, well done.
Yeah, something like that.
Fact check that yourself if you like.
Yeah.
The US spends about 1.3 trillion annually on hospital care, which represents the largest share of healthcare expenditure. So it's about 30% of the total healthcare spending. So 30%, that must mean that they're spending nearly a little over 4 trillion.
On what?
On healthcare generally.
Okay.
When you look at graphs and stuff, the US is per capita spends the most money on healthcare in the world. So
30% of it is just going towards hospital stuffs.
Yeah.
And the other 70% is going towards
pharma, I would guess. It's
right.
Quite big.
Okay.
Dental.
Right. Physio. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
yeah, I would guess. About 58% of US hospitals are non-profit.
Okay.
But what's your experience of non-profits?
Well, you could be called a non-profit or not-for-profit business.
Yeah.
If you drain all the money out of it every year.
Exactly.
So not-for-profit is a terrible turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mean a charity.
No,
it's not a legal charity organisation.
No.
Like, that is different. You aren't licensed as a charity.
Yeah.
But I could essentially say I'm not for profit if I just took all the profit out of my business every year.
Exactly.
So
there are some that are legit, but there are many more, I would suspect.
There'll be a lot of not-for-profit businesses where they can demonstrate huge charitable donations, or that their salaries are published.
Yeah.
So it's like really fair and obvious that they aren't trying to generate any profit and they are providing a genuine service that just breaks even.
Yeah.
But quite often, and wrongly or rightly, I will say about the charity sector as well, they pay massive fucking salaries at times as well.
Yeah.
And that, that's questionable in my eyes.
Yeah, same.
I think.
Same.
That's not all charities. I do think there's probably
and it's
loads.
not all not-profit. Not all non-profit.
No, absolutely not. But I don't know. I don't believe there's like an auditable criteria to be called a not-for-profit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is my quick answer.
There probably are, but I don't think you have to publish who's getting paid what.
Right, okay. Well, then in which case, you just drain it of dividends, don't you?
Yeah. We used to do free work for charities and do free stuff. I give people from charities tickets to events and all of that stuff for free, which you still do, actually, if you want to come along to Building Brands, which is an event we run in the UK. And I always say no to people who want to come from a non-profit unless I can establish how non-profit you are. Because if you're like, you're generally doing social good, and I don't mind people making money. I don't mind people making good money.
Sure.
But if you've got 4 or 5 fat cats just creaming it off the top, it's like, well, that doesn't matter. No. I don't care how non-profit you are. No. They're making more money than I'm making.
I do think as well, it has probably got something in what the business is actually doing.
Yeah.
I think, for me.
Yeah. I think the UK Tobacco Association is a not-profit.
Yeah, I mean, come the fuck on. Wild. Anyway,
so some of them are not-for-profit. The key challenges in the US hospital sector are staff shortages.
Yeah.
There's a massive shortage of healthcare professionals, particularly nurses, exacerbated by burnout from the COVID-19 pandemic, which is amazing because most of the states below the Mason-Dixon line don't think that really was a thing. But apparently it's exhausted some nurses. Rising costs means that's straining. Most people won't necessarily go to hospital until they're really desperate to.
Really sad.
Stunning, isn't it? And compliance and stuff is a big thing. So there you go. That's the some sector facts.
Interesting that a sector, when linked to pharma, that is essentially here's some more piles of money for your existing piles of money.
Yeah.
Can't actually flood the rest of that sector with some money.
Yeah.
To retain nurses, pay them better, or even reduce the cost so that more people use it. That's the bit for me that it's you're missing it, guys. You're really missing it. You're making healthcare so expensive, people avoid having healthcare and die. Yeah. If you made it slightly less expensive, so more people could afford it, you'd probably make more money.
Yeah, probably. The trouble is, you're driving shareholder value, aren't you, all the time? And it's not about thinking about 5 years ahead. It's thinking about next year's shareholder value, isn't it?
For me, there is, and I'm not a communist.
No.
Let me be clear. But I don't believe there should be any monetisation in healthcare.
No, I used to, when I was younger, think we should have an American-type healthcare system in the UK.
Absolutely fucking not.
Because I saw how great it was.
Yeah, sure,
but my family
if you can
are
afford
all
it.
Wealthy.
Yeah, if you can afford it. Sure.
They're not necessarily wealthy, but they're all middle class.
They're all insured, right? Probably through their jobs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outside of that.
When it's good, it's brilliant.
Sure.
And when it's bad, it's fucking terrible.
Which I would argue is probably the higher percentage for most of the population that can't afford it.
I don't know what the numbers are.
But it also means people are hesitant to maybe move jobs or set up their own businesses because you'll lose your healthcare and your dental.
Yeah.
Time off for maternity, all of these factors, big lifestyle factors. It's almost like supports, and I'm again not a conspiracy theory, but almost supports population control, doesn't it?
Yeah. Although, nah, I don't think it is supporting population control. Do you think?
I think it's a factor that aids it. It might not be an intentional like.
It probably suppresses the poor people, I suppose.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. Wow. It's a deep episode.
We're deep.
We are deep.
Yeah.
Wow. And
we did start off with erections.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're.
Yeah, and I can't. There's no way I could maintain one for the 15 minutes we've been going.
It's about balance, John.
It is about balance. So, talking of balance,
Yeah.
shall I drill into the reviews?
Are we looking at their website?
We are going to look at their website. Yeah, I mean, but don't pull me up on format points in front of the children.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, here's their website. God, this is the first time I've looked at it. Shit.
When John's done research.
Here you go.
To be honest, I think that's a good live reaction for the audience.
We should do that every time.
Dartmouth Health.
It's part of the Dartmouth Health group.
Yeah, okay.
And Dartmouth, it doesn't matter.
I'm looking at a lot of green.
Yeah.
Green for healthcare, classic.
Green on green there.
Green on green.
I don't like that. That's going to be very...
Mint on ivy, I'd call that.
All right, nice. That's another track to add to the album we're creating.
Yeah.
We've got Texture of Fish.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Dildos.
Dildos on the table. And no, Expense the Dildo.
We sound like we've done edibles.
Expense the dildo.
Expense the dildo.
And
Meaty fish.
no, Texture of Fish. We've already just done that. And then Mint on Ivy.
Mint on ivy.
Nice. I think that's a... No, don't worry.
Mint on Ivy's the last track though, right?
Yeah, probably. It's quite trancey.
Yeah, no, trancey. Bit of going trance
Yeah.
to sign the album off. Stunning.
Texture of Fish. First, yes. Texture of Fish. First, yes. Texture of Fish. First, yes. Expense the Dildo. First, yes. Expense the Dildo. First, yes.
Mint on ivy. 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 On ivy. On ivy. On ivy.
First, yes.
Mint on ivy. Mint on ivy. On ivy.
First, yes. First, yes. First, yes.
Mint on ivy. Mint on ivy. On ivy. It's shit. It's really basic for people who probably make more money than. Oh, sorry, I just got really distracted by all the bad images.
Yeah, the images
Just
are bad.
stock image galore.
I'm scrolling through it right now, and it's mainly green on white. The
And
text.
The weird thing for me, so on the top banner image, so it's about getting your flu shot. It's icons, so it's like.
Yeah, like an illustration of
people waiting with
Yeah.
COVID masks on. But then as you go down, it changes to like stock images and photos.
Yeah, suddenly you've got Tracy from the reception team. Oh yeah, stock images, MMR vaccine, and then some
It's
people.
it's very basic.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Oh, you can donate to them though.
Well, your gift makes a difference. Support a non-profit community medical centre through the Cheshire Health Foundation.
Okay, that's something.
Yeah, so
I
maybe
don't
they
hate
are
that.
proper
Oh,
non-profit.
and then back to icons and illustrations.
Back to icons, and then
And
a big SEO footer because they're fucking pricks.
the biggest footer in the world.
That's bigger than the one we had the other
Oh
day.
yeah,
from, I
that's
think.
insane. It's taking up the whole screen, the footer.
Copyright is the correct year,
Okay.
so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would want from a
Yeah, maybe
medical
that's
centre.
Yeah,
I feel like that's probably okay.
yeah, probably okay. It's got a bit like most hospitals. It's got how to get here and billing and charges and all of that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm slightly bilious because Charlie was kind enough to buy me a croissant today.
I'm also a bit bilious.
It's nice.
I'm like trying to do it out of the corner of my mouth.
Oh, you're actually burping?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did a little hiccup.
No, I'm actually like, the croissants made me gassy.
Do you do the burp blow, or are you burping out the side of your mouth?
I burp.
Oh, I like to burp blow. Burp into my mouth and then, which means you can save it for a friend or relative. I used to do that to my brother as he went off to sleep. Burp into my mouth and then.
My brother used to do that to me and my sisters because he liked peanut butter and the three of us fucking hate it.
Ah,
And he'd like either eat it and just grab us and breathe straight into our faces.
that's so gross.
Or burp and blow it on you.
I hate peanut butter.
Brothers are gross.
Brothers are gross. So yeah, that was the website of Cheshire Medical Centre.
This is wild.
This is great, isn't it? This is because we're now leaning into being us rather than doing a podcast.
Do you think?
Because this is much more what we're like.
Yeah.
We were talking to our producer, Francois Beaumont.
Belvedere.
Something. We've forgotten his name.
Francis is our producer.
Francis. Francis. Parce que il est français. Oui? Because he's French.
Part French.
Part French. Top or bottom half, do you think? Bottom half, because I've seen the way he walks. Lovely little wiggle.
Oh, Francis.
Lovely wiggle.
Oh, I'm embarrassed for him.
Anyway, Francis. What was it? Why were we talking about him? I've just sort of been walking away from me this morning and I can't think about anything else.
John Fancy's our producer. He's not actually our producer. He's just a nice man that set the cameras up.
Very nice man.
Very nice man, to be fair. Yeah, lovely guy.
I can't remember why I was talking about him. I'm looking forward to watching this back so that I can. I may even edit it and go, this is what I meant to say, but I probably won't because that takes fucking ages.
Yeah.
But we need to look at the reviews.
Yeah, fucking hell. Batting average, mate.
Batting average.
Yeah.
2.5.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Isn't
I'm not
it?
buying paracetamol from somewhere like that.
2.5.
I wouldn't go anywhere near a medical centre with 2.5. I mean, I would have to have lost a leg in a really bad accident to even be like considered being taken there.
I would say get someone to plug your arteries with their fingers if you've lost a leg and drive to not Keene in New Hampshire. Drive anywhere else.
Mate.
Now.
The problem is as well, if you I don't know if they deal with medical emergencies, but say you've had one, you ain't Googling it and checking the fucking reviews before you go, are you?
You're arriving.
You are turning the fuck up.
Yeah. Blood spurting everywhere.
Yeah, help me.
Yeah.
And someone comes walking out wearing pyjamas, I'm guessing, no medical scrubs, with kitchen gloves on essentially, and a potato masher to help you.
And a consistent cough. Yeah. Well,
this is making me think of Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
Yes.
I don't know, just like him as the doctor.
Yeah. Well, let's drill into some detail.
Yeah, let's. How many reviews have they got?
They only have 256.
Have they been going since the 70s?
Yeah.
Maths isn't working for me on that one.
No. But then I don't think they're getting many good reviews from people going, yay, hooray, my leg was sewn back on. Although you should review nice things, but I think maybe they're not for some reason. With the first review is from Rachel that I'm going to read to you. It's from 2 months ago.
Okay, quite a recent one then.
Aha.
Just Rachel?
Just Rachel.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind using your full name in future, Rachel, it would make it so that we can properly credit you on this podcast.
Yeah, we can shout you out, mate.
No, you're probably listening. 1 star. Absolutely horrible here. Do not expect to get any treatment or help from anybody up here.
Oh my God.
There are no doctors. Everyone is a nurse assistant or a PA. They do not care whatsoever. It's a waste of time and joke. It's a waste of time and joke? Oh, it's a waste of time, comma, should use an Oxford comma there, I think, Rachel, you prick. It's a waste of time and joke. There is no healthcare at this place. Stay far away if you're in need of medical treatment. Pretty damning.
Oh, that's really bad. That's a really bad review. There's no doctors there. What are they doing? So I'm really sorry to like mess you around.
Yeah.
But can you go back to their website and do they have like a list of services?
List of services. So departments and services. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a long one. They've got audiology. It's
a full
alphabetised.
hospital. It's a full hospital.
It's a proper hospital. Yeah. It's only got 115 beds, so it's not huge.
No, but they're saying they do everything. Essentially,
Well, I think
looking
if
at that
it's your
menu.
local hospital, it's the hospital.
They've
So
only
you are
got-
going there if you've got emergency problems. Walk-in care.
I'm really sorry if you can hear what I think is a Hoover.
Well, might be. Or a
But-
big. Maybe we're in a studio, but I think maybe they hire it out for carpenters to plane wood.
Do you think?
No, but it does sound a bit like that. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
so sorry if you're picking up background noise on that.
Oh, so patients on the website, it says patients experiencing life-threatening symptoms should always proceed immediately to the closest emergency department.
Okay, so they don't have an A&E.
They do have an A&E. It links to it.
Is that
Emergency medicine at Cheshire Medicals is at 580. It's open.
so? I don't.
Yeah.
Rachel didn't put why she went there, which is fair enough.
No,
But she is not happy about it.
no, she felt that she didn't receive any care at all.
I mean, I've got lots of questions. I need more details, and I can't ask her. So
Because we don't know her surname.
next review.
The next review is from a week ago,
Yeah.
from Piper Reason.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Do you?
yeah, I really like it.
Piper. I mean, Piper's a cool name.
Yeah, and surname of Reason.
Yeah, stunning.
So Piper, 5 stars.
Ooh, okay.
I've had several overnight stays having joints replaced and can't think of a single problem.
It's just made me feel really not okay. Sorry.
What,
carry
because
on.
she's had her joints replaced?
Yeah.
I mean, how many are you having replaced if you're having several overnight stays? Hips, knees, elbows? Shoulders, probably.
Yeah, maybe she was a gymnast.
Maybe. I mean, she looks like she could have been a gymnast. She doesn't look like an American. Sorry, Americans, you're not all fat, but a lot of you are.
Yeah.
Can't think of a single problem. The staff, the meals, the attentiveness of everyone involved with my care. The attentiveness of everyone involved with my care. No, the attentiveness of everybody involved with my care. It was very easy to recuperate in that environment. I actually wish there was a way to thank everyone for the wonderful care that I received.
That's really nice. Also,
There is. Write a card, Piper.
I feel like she might be on her after surgery drugs there.
Maybe.
'Cause I felt a bit like that after my operation.
Yeah.
I was just like, isn't everyone so nice to me here?
Yeah.
And that's not my setting.
But also, yeah, no, that's
It's
true.
because of the opioids I was taking.
The opioids are great and moreish.
I mean, some of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get on the opioids, lads.
Hey, look, I'm not going to disagree.
No, my mate Chris.
Post surgery essential. That's what they're designed for.
Yeah, my mate Chris, who's a nurse, says whatever they say you can have in a
it.
specific period, have as many as possible because you don't get that opportunity much.
Yeah, yeah.
Take as many as you can.
I think that's stunning advice.
Yeah, yeah. This is from a man who once he decided he was going to discharge himself from hospital, and I walked in and he just squeezed the drip into himself and then walked out with it under his arm.
Mate.
These fucking nails, Chris.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What was in the drip?
Drugs and saline.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Just absolutely.
He just grabbed it and
literally mainlined
like
it
a
in.
toothpaste tube. Oh, yeah. I
Bet
mean,
he
it was-
felt fucking fabulous.
I don't think so because it was the second time he'd had that elbow replaced.
Oh yeah, but just for the
For the drugs.
for the 30 minutes
Yeah.
after the old toothpaste
Yeah.
squeeze. Okay, so Piper's had a much better experience.
Yeah.
Has got all new joints apparently off
Yep.
the back of it.
Yep.
And has been looked after, loved her food, and loved everyone that looked after her.
Yeah.
Okay, it's two quite contrasting reviews there.
Yeah.
When did Piper leave their review?
A week ago.
Okay. Piper's definitely still high on opioids.
Well, Giselle Brewer isn't.
Okay.
Because she's also been in there a week ago.
Okay.
1 star.
Ooh.
Another time this hospital has let me down. First they diagnosed me with carpal tunnel, brackets, quick onset, close brackets, both hands, lock me in braces, send me home with opiates. Turns out I've pinched a nerve in my neck or something along those lines. Now the spine clinic refused my referral from the ER in Lebanon, decided I need PT first. Physical therapy? Yeah. Lebanon is often a town in America, not the
Right,
Lebanon.
I honestly didn't know what the fuck was going on there.
Yeah, no.
I thought this woman's off her tits on drugs. And how's she typing this if she's got carpal tunnel with braces on her hands?
That's true. Interesting, Giselle. But yes, for clarity, there are loads of places called Lebanon in America.
Right, okay.
In fact, I think...
Oh, there are loads of places called Lebanon in America?
Loads. Tons. As many as there are called London, easy. Genuinely, there's loads.
Why?
I don't know. Because, I don't know. The Kings of Leon are from Lebanon in Tennessee. Just FYI.
Okay.
I once saw them in the Met Bar as well in America, in London.
That's quite cool.
I was there backstage. I was there because I was using the rider of a band whose name I can't mention.
Okay.
Because they don't actually turn up to many of their gigs. So I went with my mate, whose name probably I can't mention actually.
Lovely, lovely stuff.
And we went to Nobu, and then we went to the Met Bar.
Oh,
and
what? And drunk someone's rider?
We were pretended.
That's a fucking sick night out.
We pretended we were. They don't do it. They just send actors and session musicians to stand behind the decks unless they really want to go.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so my mate was like that. Oh, that's the Kings of Leon, and it was before they were famous. And I was pissed in the Met Bar as we were walking out, and I was like, "Get your fucking hairs cut, lads," because they all had long hair at the time.
Mate, that's sick.
Yeah, I've never been friends with them since.
Shocking.
Even though my mum lived up the road, and I think it's probably because they realised I'm obviously a prick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right. Lebanon.
Physical therapy. She went to physical therapy. I went down that route. Therapist said they could do no more. It's a pinched nerve. So now what? Well, they don't know. Got to talk to my PCP, primary care provider, perhaps, who I've seen once in 3 years. I always see someone else. I'm so discouraged by this hospital.
I'm confused by their review.
Yeah.
That was too much of a journey for me. She
Okay.
got bad hands, got them in braces, on opioids, went to Lebanon, came back, hurt her neck.
No, already had the hurt neck.
Hurt her neck in Lebanon?
No, her neck was hurt. It was a pinched nerve.
That's why she can't use her hands?
Yeah. There you go. She was a bit confused. I don't really know why I read that out.
No, it's good. I liked it. It's a journey.
Let me see if I can help you back to whether this hospital's any good.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
By someone who's a bit more coherent, although these people are...
They're not fucking coherent,
no,
are they,
that's
generally?
true.
No,
and particularly not when they're angry. Americans often lose coherence. Amy Dingman... sorry, it says ding, and I wanted to go
nice.
ding. Amy
What's
Dingman.
that called?
Onomatopoeia.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
1 star.
Oh, yeah.
This is... She put the review 3 months ago.
Okay.
But she refers to events from 3 years ago. Almost exactly. On October the 6th, 2021, I ended up having a C-section for my baby Anthony. Don't out your baby on the internet, Amy. Anthony,
This is
probably.
already...
This is funny, this one. You're going to love it. It's hysterical.
Okay, so...
It's not.
Just quick.
It's not funny.
Just quickly. I've got a lot to unpick, and you've not even read a full sentence.
Do you want to... Should we unpick as we go?
Can I?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Or am I going to derail it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So, 1, I have an Uncle Anthony.
Right.
But he...
Can we say Anthony for the purposes of this podcast? They
Sure.
are Americans.
I won't.
Okay.
But his... I think he's 60.
Yeah.
Why you're calling a baby
Baby
in
Anthony.
2021 Anthony
Yeah.
is fucking mental.
In America, where you can choose anything as a name these days.
Literally anything. They must be Italian.
Yeah, maybe. Baby Anthony.
And they're Italian. Anyway, the fact that she's left her review...
I've just read the next sentence.
Okay, sick. The fact that she's left her review 3 years after says to me she's had a rough old time with baby Anthony.
Yeah.
And she's just gathering her thoughts and lashing out at the world.
Yeah.
Carry on.
After a couple of days in the hospital, on October the 8th, 2021, the day of my birthday, I was still cramping. I asked the nurse for some Midol. Shall I continue? Or
Yeah.
But she was good that she mentioned it was the day of her birthday. What, you want Midol for a present, Amy?
Also, sorry, no, let's unpick it. What?
She says that on October the 8th, 2021, the day of my birthday, I was still cramping.
Well, who writes like this?
Amy
you just
Dingman.
go, on my birthday on 8th of October.
Or just don't put the birthday in the review.
Why is that? This person's egotistical.
Yes. Oh. Well, she's already asking for name brand drugs, which isn't uncommon.
Oh, yeah. So what is my doll?
I don't know. My doll is... I don't know. I imagine it's a painkiller. Are you going to look that up?
Yeah, one sec.
She ended up bringing...
Google, what's my doll? It says, what's my dog? Google, what is my doll? No, my doll.
My doll is a brand of over-the-counter pain medication that is used to treat menstrual cramps and other symptoms related to menstruation and premenstrual syndrome. There you go.
All right.
I just typed it because I'm not a fucking show-off. She ended up... Oh, going to need it again. She ended up bringing in a syringe of Dilaudid.
Well, anything in a syringe has got to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be much better than the over-the-counter crap you're asking
want some
for.
Crappy tablets.
Dilaudid. Who did that? Dilaudid. Oh, Dilaudid is hydromorphine.
Oh,
Nice.
mate. Every day of the week.
You'd swim in that pool.
I fucking would. Absolutely.
She ended up bringing in a syringe of Dilaudid. And as she's putting the syringe into my IV, I was breastfeeding the baby at the time.
Oh my God, what the fucking hell is going on?
She hasn't capitalised 2 name brands, but she's capitalised the word breastfeeding.
What?
Yeah. Come on, Amy, get it together, woman. Putting the syringe into my IV, I was breastfeeding the baby at the time of it, and I felt really hot and letting go of the baby and flatlining.
Fucking hell.
My boyfriend...
Mate, she starts dropping in and out like a smackhead holding her kid. That's wild.
My boyfriend grabbed our son and ran into the hospital screaming for anybody to hear him as the young nurse just stood there not knowing what to do. The head nurse and all the other people came in. That's all the other people. I mean, you and I must have been there.
Yeah, we were.
But all the other people came in and said, "What did you do?" But she's written that like Prince. What did you do?
I'll tell you what she's done. She's given her, like, essentially end-of-life drugs whilst breastfeeding a baby.
Well, thank you, Dr. Hunt.
While she was having cramps, which is just...
Yeah.
She didn't need morphine at that point, surely.
Probably not, no. The head nurse yelled at the other nurse about what she did to me. The thing that makes me mad was nothing was done about it. I have to have someone go in with me to my appointments because I get to the door sometimes I fell like I just can't, and trust me, I'm still looking for a lawyer and get justice. I will not give them any stars. You gave them one, Amy, it's the rules. My kids almost had to grow up without a mother that night.
Oh, that's heavy.
Hilarious. Welcome to the 5-Star Podcast. You're here for the laughs and the near-death experiences of Amy Dingman. So,
wow. While you were reading that, I was thinking, like, the most litigious nation on earth.
Yeah.
Someone's getting fucking sued here.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts, isn't it?
Yep.
Why would you get... I mean, obviously we don't have any greater context of what was happening post-birth and the kind of levels of pain she was in.
Yeah.
But
just from her review, and Amy, if you're listening, I'm probably wrong, or you probably think I'm wrong, but that's probably the sort of person you are. I'm sorry about this, but I think you sound like you're high maintenance.
Do you know what I think
it
sounds like to me? Just based on the time that's lapsed, is Amy's halfway through trying to find a lawyer or doing some sort of legal case, and she's probably been advised by some disgusting Better Call
ambulance
Saul
chaser
style lawyer to make sure you've got a bad review on there so that we can go to that.
Yeah, you're right. Also, there's no photo, and
what would the photo be of? Her baby on the floor with the needle hanging out?
No photo of her profile pic.
Okay.
And there's a danger.
Just a picture of her with the Google review like that. Just a kid on the floor.
Her boyfriend screaming. No, I was worried that actually we might have done a racist there because there's lots of studies, isn't there, about black women's pain specifically. Like we're all women's pain, specifically being diminished, but black women especially. We'll bear that in mind. And good news, because I've just brought up the fact that we might be doing that. The next one is from a chap who has a name of Jose Ramos.
Okay,
so
lovely. Yeah,
more cultural difficulties for me to
navigate through.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
so Jose Ramos, actually, to give him his full title.
Again, can I just say hot name?
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Sergio Ramos, but I do think as a surname, Ramos is cool as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really love Jose.
Jose's a very cool name. Yeah.
So Jose Ramos, brackets, game design, close brackets, is his name.
Okay.
1-star review from 4 months ago.
Someone's using their work email or their freelancing email to leave Google reviews. Cannot recommend that you do not do that highly enough.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible
Did that
idea.
sentence make any sense?
Not really, but I'm just trying to keep it moving. What should Jose do?
Just crack on. Just have a separate email that he leaves personal reviews from.
Oh, right. So I've got Jon at my company.
Yeah.
And then I also have...
Your personal email?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't...
Hotangel17 at hotmail.com. That's what I should be leaving it from.
That sounds like a fucking grooming account.
Oh, no.
Didn't it?
I have no idea. I thought that's...
Hotangel17 makes you sound like you are...
a groomer.
Hunting small girls.
Oh, God. No, I was just like, because what I see is loads of emails coming in.
Use that one in the chat rooms.
When we get emails from people with CVs on, or
it's always their email address.
It's their home email, and so they're always like that.
Yeah, I know.
Stinky Daisy 25, and you're like that. What the fuck? Just set up one that sounds not like an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jose Ramos, brackets, game design, close brackets, 1-star from 4 months ago. Coughed up blood, so I went to the hospital.
Okay.
It's all right, don't think about the blood or coughing it up. They told me I had to get a CT scan without mentioning the costs, or that there was no real reason to do so.
Coughing up blood feels like a reason.
Yeah. Sent my bill to a debt collector 3 days later. The standard practice is 3 months. Jose knows how debt collectors work. Now they are saying I owe them 2.5k, $2,500.
So much money.
I'll be performing all medical exams and surgeries on myself with the help of YouTube after this. Thanks.
Oh my God.
One final sentence. Keep your little prayer hand emojis to yourselves, you pasty, passive-aggressive forest creatures.
Lovely.
Yeah, come on, Jose.
Yeah, go on, Jose. That's sick. Love
absolutely
that.
Quality review from Jose.
I mean, I absolutely do not blame him for wanting to carry out all future surgeries and medical treatments on himself from YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I feel like there'll be a limitation to what you could learn from YouTube in terms of medical treatments. But $2.5 grand for a CT scan.
Yeah.
That makes me sadly proud to be British. And I never liked to be proud to be British.
No, but I'm proud to be British because of our NHS.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I said our NHS like I'm a Tory politician.
No, you said it like you're someone who respects it. It's part of
but I would have called it the NHS if all Tory politicians didn't refer to it as our.
Yeah, but we know you're not a Tory politician.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a member of the Conservative Party, obviously. No, I'm not.
I wouldn't be sat here if he was.
I'm UKIP.
I mean, the haircut.
The haircut is right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so's mine, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. If we lived in Kent, we would both be the worst Tory arseholes.
Yeah.
Because that's what all people from Kent are like.
Just do sweeping statements.
Australians are very backward. At we corks on, Australians are very backward. All Dutch people. All Dutch people.
Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people.
All Dutch people.
Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people. Gorgeous people.
At we corks on.
All of Australian websites are shit.
Oh God, no! I've got a big client in Kent.
Take it back.
Yeah,
just edit it out.
Nah, I'll leave it in, but just say not everybody from Kent.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. There are loads of really bad ones. There are some really good ones.
Okay.
I think my take from it, particularly after looking at the sector facts,
Yeah.
is that they're understaffed.
Yeah.
Therefore, emergency room wait times are often long if you're not urgent.
Yeah.
Like if you go in there because your ingrown toenail hurts,
Right.
you're
Gross.
gonna
Yeah.
but it's not life threatening. So you're going to get triaged and you're going to wait several hours while they try and
Even to be fair, if you had a broken arm
yeah
and the bone isn't coming out the fucking skin.
and it's not causing a bleed.
No.
You're gonna,
Yeah, for sure. Once
Yeah.
you've had your X-ray, you're going to be waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And even if they can tell from triage whether or not you're about to die.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is, if you're in that situation, whatever it is that you've got, also claim you've got chest pains, like that. I had bad indigestion once. Went in at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. Absolutely packed the place was. And I was like, I've got chest pains. Rushed through to a bed
Really?
on my own, seen by people for half an hour,
Yeah.
and then they were like that. It was as we assumed you had indigestion, but we
Yeah.
always get people through if you've
You
got
just
chest
needed
pains.
a big fart.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I always need a big fart.
Did you think you were having a heart attack?
Yeah.
Did you?
It was just indigestion. Sorry to anybody who
I
was
think that
at
happened to
Bath
my
Hospital
sister
that night.
once. I'm sure my sister did that.
It's not uncommon.
I'm sure it was indigestion. She thought she was having like a serious heart issue.
Yeah,
I'm certain. Yeah.
they're so lovely about it. Or they were when I was there. They were like that. No, don't worry. And if it happens again, we'd much prefer you came in and wasted our time
Wow.
than had a heart attack.
I had the opposite experience in A&E.
Did you? What did you go in for? Oh, you're broken.
My broken hip
That's a big fucking bone.
and dislocated leg. And they were telling me that it wasn't that bad. They were like, you definitely... Because I was like, I think I've dislocated my leg. Because it felt like physically my leg was over there. It felt like that top bit of your leg. It felt like it was a metre away from my body.
Ouch! Did it hurt as well?
I was screaming.
Oh my god,
So
chuckles.
I was screaming and I had to move myself from like one bed to another. And my leg went, because it's obviously not in the socket.
Oh.
And it turned, and up until that point, the paramedics were looking at me like I was the biggest wimp on earth. And I know I'm not. I'm tough when
Your
it comes
nails.
to pain. And as soon as my leg went and my foot was facing a direction, it felt like it definitely should have been. And I screamed A&E to the floor. All of a sudden, they were like, I think we should x-ray her now. And I just got rushed through.
Wow.
Yeah. But up until that point, I was like, I think I've dislocated it. Like, I was like panicking.
Yeah.
They were like, no, you won't have done that. You won't have done that.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. It doesn't feel like my leg is part of my body anymore.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So I had the opposite experience to you. I got rushed through when they
Because
realised
they
it was
diminish
serious.
your pain because you're a woman. Whereas I'm an old white guy and they're like that. Well, he's in charge.
Maybe, but
No, I don't think it was that.
A male doctor did greet me at the ambulance to say, where are you on the, your 1 to 10s?
Yeah.
And I was like 25.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, and what's your pain threshold like, just out of interest? I was like, very good. He was like, okay. And he was quite like, so
okay.
a man was good, but it was women that weren't.
Internalised misogyny. Am I right, lads? Girls? Did that fix it?
Yeah, I liked it. Anyway, enough about my hip.
Yeah, enough about your hip. Enough about Cheshire Medical Centre in many ways. But I think I think if you're there for a prescribed stay,
Yeah.
you're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it did sound like that, didn't it?
But if you're there in an emergency, they're short-handed. We've got a couple of real issues with stuff, and I think
Handing out
perhaps I don't have a
opioids.
great bedside manner, some of the people.
But if you're rushed off your tits, jumping from bed to bed trying to help everyone,
Yeah.
sometimes the bedside manner's going to slip, isn't it?
It is. And if you're in America, you're used to a wonderful bedside manner because
Oh yeah,
your
'cause
doctor's
service is
amazing and
disgusting
all that
over
kind
there.
of stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's the Cheshire
That's-
Medical Centre.
I liked those.
We should probably. I'm gonna.
Simon Novichok?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of that. What any ideas what the star sign might be? While I ask Simon Novichok, see if you and he agree.
It was the obvious one to say for hospital cancer.
Wow. Yeah, it is, I suppose.
Have I
Yeah,
made you nervous?
No, I was just typing into Simon. Simon, he hasn't gone for the cheap shot that you went for.
I do lack imagination at the best of times.
He's gone for Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
He says because they're calm under pressure,
Yeah.
they've got deep intuition, and we know this is true, obviously, because star signs are real.
Yeah.
Well, star signs are real, and also the predictions about them are real. Depending on when you're born in the year, it does change your
mate, hugely.
personality.
Can I just say, I once had that conversation with someone,
Yeah.
and it was someone that I thought was more intelligent than that. And they
They
were
were
like,
really into them.
yeah, but they're a Scorpio. This was a man, and I don't know why, but I associate star signs with like
Feeble-minded women.
yeah, I do. Bellends.
Yeah.
Reading some shit magazine.
Yeah.
Because that is bred into us from a young age. Like, I
Yeah.
remember reading Ms. Magazine when I was young and it had horoscopes
Yeah.
in it. And even then I remember being like, sack of shit,
Yeah.
whatever. But this guy, he's a friend of my brother's, so he's like 9 years older than me. You're checking the time. Am I
Yeah, we're
rattling
good.
on?
We've got plenty of time.
Friend of my brother's, like 9 or 10 years older than me, so just felt like
Yeah.
should know fucking better. And he was like, yeah, but they're both like Sagittarius. And I was like, what the fuck
yeah,
are you
I
on
know.
about? And he was like, what, you don't think that's a thing? And I was like, sorry, hang on a minute. I'm just going to throw some logic at you. You think because people were born within a specific 30-day period, they're all going to have the same character traits.
Yeah.
And therefore the same events occur in the future. Are you off your fucking head? Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I think it is a bit insane. Well, no, I believe Simon Novichok.
Yeah.
Simon Novichok's, I believe his are because of the way that planets can affect businesses. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, of course.
As opposed to humans. I'm willing
Yeah.
to give this.
Oh, yeah, that's the other
house
thing,
ring.
isn't it? Where the fucking planets are versus the fucking 30-day period you were born in.
Yeah. And whether Venus was rising in your 9th house.
Yeah.
Would be if you were taking Viagra.
Lovely little throwback.
Anyway, apparently Scorpios are also empathic and compassionate.
Yeah.
So,
All of the ones I've met are.
yeah. Yeah, it's true. And the other thing about Scorpios is they all have claws, don't they, for hands?
Yeah, they
and
do.
a sting in their tail.
A lot of them do feel like posting their horoscope stuff on Instagram stories, though.
Do they? So Scorpios are more likely to believe in horoscopes.
Mate,
Oh
just-
my God.
The shit I see people post on Instagram of their horoscopes, and you're just like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. So we're going to go for Scorpio. Thanks, Simon. And just if this is your first show and you've made it all the way to hear the horoscope, well done. But the reason we talk about Simon Novichok is that he's the business horoscoper, astrologer. And he writes
When
horoscopes.
you watch this back to edit, I stared at you for so long waiting for you to choose a word to fucking say.
I can't remember the word for astrologer.
It's astrologer.
Yeah, well, I know that now, but when I say it and I'm talking about horoscopes,
every time I like it.
anyway, he does. Well, you tell the people about him. I always do it. I'm tired of it.
I don't even know what to say now. Simon Novichok is
Yeah.
a business astrologer.
Yeah.
Who helps
Horoscoper. Yeah.
horoscoper, who helps you based on your star sign.
Yeah.
With strategic, informed, and spiritual guidance
This is incredible.
about how you should be running your business.
Yeah.
There you go, done.
There you go. Yeah. And if you're a Scorpio, this is what Simon has to say for you this week. Bumps the microphone
Yeah,
close.
get real close, get real low.
This week, with Mars powering through your first house of self, you're unstoppable. Your drive and intensity are at an all-time high, making it the perfect time to take charge, launch new projects, or tackle long-standing challenges head-on. Trust your gut. Your intuition is sharp now, especially with Pluto, your ruler, activating your 10th house of career and reputation. Deep dive into strategic decisions and don't shy away from difficult conversations. They'll bring you the breakthroughs you need. Remember, in the darkest water, the strongest Scorpios rise. It's your time to lead and conquer.
Wow.
Hey,
Powerful shit.
and it's regardless of whether you believe in these things or not, Charlie.
I mean, who couldn't get
And
a
I
little,
have to say,
little nugget out of that,
Yeah,
eh?
but I'm leaning towards them. If you're a Scorpio, tackle that long-standing challenge.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Start swimming in dark water.
Yeah. That's a bit grim, isn't it?
That's what I said.
No, the strongest Scorpios rise.
Move into your 10th house.
Yeah, move into your 10th house and conquer.
I don't know what the house bit means. I
We'll look
got
that up for the
really
next ep.
het up on that, didn't
You
I?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a problem with that from last time.
There's something in my brain that's just like, no.
If anyone knows about houses or believes in star signs, could you please comment and tell us what a house is?
I don't want you to listen to the podcast. If you believe in horoscopes and star signs, I need you to hit pause and find yourself a new pad.
Wow, that's brilliant. Also, if you're a flat earther, what else? Who else shouldn't listen?
Anti-vaxxers.
Anyone who's ever had a problem when they first began to breastfeed their child. If you can't get that kid to latch on, fuck off. I'm sick of you. What else? Firemen. All firemen. Because you're sexists and you're working off the clock for cash, knocking down walls and doing building jobs. Don't think we don't know.
We've got to wrap this up. I'm going to wet myself. Can we wrap it up? I really need to win. I'm going to run out the room in a minute. I can't cross my legs any tighter than they already are. Quick, now I'm being deadly fucking
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Can we be honest with each other for a minute? You're not the sort of person who likes to miss out on stuff, so subscribe and don't miss another episode. Click the bell or the star or whatever it is in your podcast software and join us for next time. And remember, every new year is a chance to rewrite your story. So start 2025 with hope and commitment to making it count. Go get 'em, champ.